Hello friends, welcome back. In this video number 3 of our science chapter of sources of energy, let us now start with understanding what biomass means. See, bio means, the word bio comes from anything living. So any organic matter, right? Any organic matter obtained from living organisms is called biomass. Let us understand. See, biomass is organic matter, right, from which we get energy on the renewable basis, right? So it's a source of energy. Organic matter means the source of it is living organisms, right? So wood, agricultural residues means the remains of the plants after harvesting the crop, animal excreta, waste from food processing, the food waste, all of these are examples of biomass. Two important bioenergy sources or biomass energy sources can be charcoal and biogas. We'll learn about both of them in this topic. So, look at this thing. This is a biomass power plant. I am taking wood, or I am adding wood to this turbine, to this incinerator or this oven, where I am passing hot air through it. And what is happening now? You see, this wood is being combusted. It is burning, right? And due to combustion, gas are released. These gases will heat the water. This water up here, it will heat the water, which converts into steam. See, this hot area, the boiler up here gets hot and converts the water into steam, which passes through the pipe and enters the next chamber where the turbine is going to rotate. See, the turbine is rotating. The steam is putting pressure on the turbine up here, and the turbine rotates. The turbine is joined to a generator which is generating electricity, and we get electricity. This water vapor cools and falls down again as water, and this whole thing again will go on and on. You see, this whole thing is cyclic in nature. I am only giving warm air or heat up here. So burning of wood or any fuel, this is biomass. This is the biomass. Combustion of this biomass is generating heat up here, which is converting water into steam, which is moving the turbine and generating electricity, and the steam again is cooling down to form water. So this whole cyclical thing is going on. Only the biomass is used up, and the biomass is converted into electricity, right? This whole setup is like a thermal power plant only. Charcoal is another source of energy. Charcoal is produced by burning wood in an insufficient supply of water, right? So not water, but actually we can say air. Insufficient supply of air. This method is called destructive distillation of wood. So when you burn wood or heat wood, we take wood and we heat it. In absence of air, we get charcoal. Charcoal is a pure form of coal, and charcoal now we can use as a fuel. It burns without flame, it is comparatively smokeless, and it has higher heat generation efficiency because it has less residue, less impurity. Now let's talk of a very, very important energy source that is called biogas. Right? Very, very important source. See, cow dung, various plant materials like the residue after harvesting the crops, vegetable waste, sewage, they are decomposed in the absence of oxygen, and they give biogas. anaerobic microorganism, bacteria which respire anaerobically, right, means they do not require oxygen, will help in decomposing or breaking down these complex compounds of the cow dung slurry. Slurry is the mixture of cow dung and water. That slurry means a mixture of water and the biomass, right? Biomass could be cow dung, it could be plant remains, vegetable remains, whatever remains are found in the field or in the villages, that even the excreta of human beings can be collected and allowed to settle in a digester tank, right? And anaerobic microorganisms will break it up. This is called anaerobic digestion, right? Anaerobic microorganism will decompose these complex compounds and break them into simple substances and release gas. Right? They will release methane gas. The biogas is mainly methane gas, that is CH4, and it can also be butane to some extent, butane gas, that is C4H10, but mainly it is methane gas. So since the starting material is mainly cow dung, it is also known popularly as gobar gas. The biogas is also called gobar gas. Now biogas will contain 75% of methane. The formula of methane is CH4, 23% carbon dioxide and 2% other gases. So 75% methane is combustible. This is the combustible part. That is why we can use it as a fuel. Carbon dioxide is not combustible. It burns without smoke. It's a good fuel. It leaves no residue like ash, right? And it is an excellent fuel. So biogas is called a blessing for the villagers. Why? Because biogas has two main outputs. One, it removes the waste from the village. So it cleans up. In other words, it cleans up the village. Second, it gives an energy source. Means it makes a fuel. And yeah, one more. The remain of the slurry, the remains of biogas gas is an organic manure. It's an organic manure. So whatever remains is a manure. So biogas, what happens? You throw in the, you see, this is a biogas reactor. This compound, this is a biogas reactor. What we are doing from the input or inlet pipe, we are throwing in all the waste material of the village, right? And this waste material will settle down in this digestive trunk. It will form a slurry. It will form a slurry, and it will be allowed to digest. The microorganism will break it up. After 2-3 months of digestion and breaking up, this gas is slowly evolved. You see, this gas is evolved, and this gas is taken out by an outlet pipe and it is used. And whatever biomass remains, this is removed from here and used as manure. So waste in, gas out, manure out. तो वेरी गुड थिंग ना, कचरा गया और काम के 2 चीज बाहर आ गए. तो बायोगैस प्लांट इज सो यूजफुल टू अस. This is how it exactly looks. This is this biogas plant is a floating drum biogas plant, a small scale sector. This is a fixed drum. You can see in this case the drum is fixed. This top portion is fixed. In this case, this drum is separate, so it's a floating drum biogas plant. As the biogas form is formed, the drum comes up, and then we can take it out through a pipe. See, this is another biogas plant. A very simple biogas plant can be used in our latrine also. Right? In villages it can be used. Okay, an inlet. It's a dual inlet thing. This biogas plant, this is the biogas plant, right? The digester is here. It is linked to two pipes. One pipe is with the inlet where the biomass is put in up here, and even the latrine. See, the latrine means sandas se jura hua hai. Whatever excreta where the human beings excrete, that and the biomass are collected in this digester where it undergoes digestion, right? And the gas is out. The gas is generated. It is taken out by this outlet, and the the residue which remains in the end, which is the organic manure, can be removed out by the outlet, and this is the bio slurry. It's a good manure for fields also, right? So you see, kachra, घर का गाँव का कचरा, human being का कचरा convert होके gas और manure में बदल गया. So nice. This, my friends, is the largest biogas plant of Europe. I don't know which country it is in, but it should be Netherlands if I'm not wrong. Look at this. These are big digestive tanks. All these tanks are the digester tanks. They are the digesters. So you can see on a large scale this biogas is being generated, and this biogas will convert it. The gas is obtained from it, and then the biomass can be converted into organic manure. So what are the advantages of biogas plant? And mind you, there are very large advantages of biogas plant. The biogas produced from biomass is clean fuel. It does not cause any pollution. See, very good thing. Then the remains of biomass are very good natural fertilizer. Again, a very good thing. It is obtained free of cost. In fact, it is a very good thing. वो कच्चा निकाल देगा. See, fourth point वही है ना. It gives a safe method to dispose the waste of village rather than burning the waste. कच्चा को जलाने से अच्छा है बायोगैस बना दो उसका. And there's no storage problem. गैस बन गया, फर्टिलाइजर बन गया, यूज कर दो. Disadvantages फिर भी है थोड़ा बहुत. The process of biogas generation is very slow. That's the only problem. Right? So it reduces its utility for daily uses. Right? We cannot use it on a daily basis because the process is slow, and the amount of biogas generated from biomass produced in a locality is not enough to serve the fuel requirements of that locality. यानी commercially उसको वो viable नहीं है ये दो चीज के कारण. But still ये दो तो normal disadvantages है. We cannot, यानी biogas, this means that biogas can be used along with other fuels. Are you following? See, along with other sources, not on its own. On its own वो अकेला एनर्जी सोर्स नहीं बन पाएगा गांव के लिए, but it can be a complementary. Right? The word up here is complementary energy source. गांव का कचरा दूर करने के लिए और आपको कुछ एनर्जी डालने के लिए it can be used, right, in conjunction with other energy sources. Okay, my friends, wind energy, I think so we'll convert that. We'll do that in the next video, and then we'll start about the conventional, non-conventional energy sources afterwards. So meet you in the next video. Bye.